Hi-Fi Man just released its latest addition to the Aria family, the Aria Organic headphones. Let's see if this headphone sounds as good as it looks. At $12.99, the Aria Organic is the younger sibling of the Aria Stealth Magnets and the fourth iteration in the best-selling Aria line. Hi-Fi Man says they wanted to create a headphone that provides a more musical and warmer option to the Aria Stealth, and I'd say they've fulfilled that goal. Let's jump right into the best part about any pair of headphones, the sound. I was really excited to test out the Aria Organic and see if it truly delivers, well, an organic sound. For my listening session, I paired the Aria Organic with the Sony WM-1AM2 DAP music player and our Silver Dragon premium headphone cable. As with all planar magnetic headphones, we recommend pairing the Organic with a headphone amplifier, DAC, or DAP to drive them to peak performance, and the WM-1AM2 did this efficiently. The Aria Organic has a smooth sound with a warm and musical delivery. It has the key characteristics of a planar magnetic headphone: punchy, textured bass, details, and an airy soundstage. To me, the Aria Organic is the Aria Stealth with a warm, fuzzy blanket on. It's got the detail of the Stealth, but with a bass that's quick and impactful. It's perfect for someone who wants a headphone that will reproduce the bass in a neutral but pleasant way. If you're a warm and musical listener like myself, then you'll enjoy the Aria Organic sound. Harry Styles has been my go-to artist lately, and his song Satellite has been on repeat. The song is warm, fun, and emotive, and the Aria Organic amplifies all those aspects of the song. His vocals are naturally breathy and airy sounding, and the Organic complemented this well with no unwanted sibilance. Rainbow Kitten Surprise's American Hero has a present kick drum throughout the entire song that was nestled comfortably between the male vocals and the piano. Personally, I would have enjoyed slightly more thump to the kick drum, but the sound was in line with the neutral side of the Organic. Soundstage-wise, the Aria Organic has some depth to it, while also being very intimate. Artist vocals and instruments feel up close and personal, like you're sitting at your own private performance of your favorite song. There's a good amount of instrument separation as well. With that being said, the Aria Organic has good treble extension that's textured but not overly bright or fatiguing. The mid-range is balanced and delivers an impressive level of detail. After spending almost 2 weeks testing the Aria Organic, I can say that it leans more neutral than it does overly warm. While it does have some warmth to it, overall it delivers a sound that's balanced and musical. It's by no means as warm and bassy as the Sony MDR-Z1R, so if you're someone who likes a lot of thump and energy, then this may not be the headphone for you. If you enjoy a sound that's smooth and expansive, then the Aria Organic is a great match for your preferences, and we highly recommend it. The Aria Organic is great for genres like folk, country, and classic rock. I feel it goes without saying that the Aria Organic has a noticeable design element that's missing from the Aria Stealth: a deep mahogany-colored wood veneer around the ear cups. The Aria Organic retains that signature Hi-Fi Man look: large ovoid-shaped ear cups, window shade grille design, and a perforated headband strap. The Aria Stealth has a sleek, almost sultry black aesthetic, and the Aria Organic preserves that look but takes it up a notch with the mahogany veneer around the ear cups. The ear cups have an almost 360-degree swivel, and the ear pads are plushy and comfortable. After a couple hours of listening, my ears didn't feel hot or fatigued, so I'll give my thanks to the open back design for that. The Aria Organic weighs 15.5 ounces, making it 1.5 ounces heavier than the Aria Stealth. I'm not sure if it's me, but the Organic feels incredibly lightweight. The clamping force is almost non-existent, and for me, that's a major plus. There's nothing I hate more than listening to a pair of headphones for an hour, and I feel like my jaw is going to fall off because of the pressure. So the fact that the Aria Organic has practically no clamping force and it feels like a feather floating on my head, it gets 2 thumbs up in the comfort department. Included with the headphones is a 3.5mm braided stock cable. The cable is sturdy and has a 1/4-inch amp end. The stock cable is, well, a stock cable. It will get the job done, but our handcrafted Silver Dragon premium cable will take the Aria Organic sound to the next level. As a neutral warm headphone with a musical delivery, the Silver Dragon will provide lots of clarity and crispness while tightening up the bass. We can customize the amplifier connection options to fit your portable or desktop source devices, so please see the link to the cable in the description below for more information. Much like the Aria Stealth, the Aria Organic uses Hi-Fi Man's nanometer thickness diaphragm and stealth magnet technology. The diaphragm used in the Aria Organic is remarkably thin, and its ultra-lightweight design allows for faster response times and reduced distortion. This gives the Aria Organic a heightened level of transparency and detail retrieval. The stealth magnets technology is a welcome feature implemented in many of Hi-Fi Man's planar magnetic headphones. The unique shape of the stealth magnets enables sound waves to pass through the magnet without generating interference, thus maintaining sonic purity. The Aria Organic also features Hi-Fi Man's window shade grille design that protects the driver while enhancing the open, neutral sound. The grilles, which resemble window shades, control the interaction between the drivers and the surrounding air. The result? Precise management of air movement, preventing unwanted resonances that can degrade the overall sound quality. Overall, I'm impressed with the design, features, and build quality, and I appreciate that Hi-Fi Man didn't stray too much from the look of the Aria Stealth. It's a good representation of the Aria models that we've seen to date. Between the Hi-Fi Man Aria Stealth and the HE1000 SE, the Aria Organic is the warmest of all three headphones. In some ways, the Aria Organic is a good mix of the HE1000 SE and Aria Stealth. It's got the detail and clarity of the Aria Stealth and the wider, fuller-bodied sound of the HE1000 SE. The Aria Stealth is the most detailed and resolute sounding. The bass is fast, but not as punchy as the Organic. The Aria Organic is bolder and more musical sounding while retaining the crispness and clarity of the Aria Stealth. Just like the Organic, the Aria Stealth sounds great with folk and country, but I felt it was a bit lacking in the classic rock department. When I listened to Electric Light Orchestra's Mr. Blue Sky, the Stealth's mid-range felt slightly more recessed. I was missing that energy and liveliness that was very present in the male vocals when I listened with the Organic. The HE1000 SE also shares a lot of similar traits as the Aria Organic. The sound is more engaging and lively than that of the Stealth, but in my opinion, it's not as resolute sounding as the Stealth. The HE1000 SE's mid-range is more in line with the Organic, and there was a good amount of energy to the vocals and instruments without making them too warm. These similarities were present when I compared Mr. Blue Sky on the two headphones. If you want the most detailed and resolute sound, then the Aria Stealth will be the winner. Overall, the sound of the Aria Organic is more in line with that of the HE1000 SE. If the Aria Stealth and the HE1000 SE started a family, the Aria Organic would be their firstborn. In fact, Drew Baird, PE owner and founder of Moon Audio, he says that the Aria Organic is the baby HE1000 SE, and I couldn't agree more. The Aria Organic is a marvelous addition to the Hi-Fi Man Aria family, which for the price point competes with some of the more expensive models in the Hi-Fi Man lineup. It delivers a level of musicality that's missing in its older sibling, the Aria Stealth, while not straying too far from the look, feel, and sound of the Stealth. If you're stuck choosing between the Aria Stealth and the HE1000 SE, the Aria Organic is the happy middle. The Aria Organic complements acoustic, classic rock, folk, and country particularly well. If you own the Aria Stealth and you want a warmer, more musical sound, then the Aria Organic will deliver just that. As always, hit the bell and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our latest videos. Thanks so much for watching.